Welcome back to the Milwaukee Beer Review. I'm Josh.
I'm Ross.
And it's going to be kind of a fun day today. We're doing something a little bit different. So we're calling this the Border Battle Weekend, but I think the idea behind an episode like this is we want to kind of do a bit of a battle between some of the beers that we really, really like and breweries that we really like. This is a fully blind taste test. So today we have the luxury of comparing two of our favorite breweries and two of our favorite bourbon barrel aged stouts. So we've got Lakefront's Black Friday, their 2020 release, and we also have Goose Island's Bourbon County Stout 2020 release in these glasses that you see here. But we have no idea which one is which.
So these were poured before we got down here. They're hard to tell from looking at them which one's which. We thought maybe we'd
no idea.
be able to tell, but no, it's
no clue.
Yeah.
But part of what inspired this is this big border battle weekend with our regional sports teams. So obviously you can see I'm a Ninja Turtles fan, but a Bucks fan at heart. So my Bucks are battling Ross's Bulls tonight. 2 and 3 teams. Who knows?
Bulls probably exceeding expectations this year so far with 2 wins.
Two wins. Massively exceeding
take it.
expectations. Yes.
Both against the same team. Thank you, Wizards.
Yeah. Hey, take them. You gotta take what you can get, man. I mean,
so, Bucks haven't gained traction yet.
No.
You know,
it's gonna take a little time, I think, for Drew to gel and for the team to really kind of get things started and get going. But
but also got Bears and Packers this weekend. Big Week 17 matchup.
We are good friends when it comes to the Packers.
That is for sure. You know, obviously first place on the line, home field advantage on the line. Bears fighting for a playoff spot, so it should be a real good game. You know, bad news about Bakhtiari yesterday, but you know, I still think the line's going to be capable of holding up against that. Like good defensive front, but it's going to be a fun weekend.
It'll be fun. It's always a good weekend. Yeah. So celebrating that by two, I don't want to say competing breweries because I think the brewery market, you know, it's very friendly.
Exactly.
But for us, you know, it matches the sports team weekend, so that's kind of what we're here to do. And we want to do a few more of these. So the goal is that this is going to become some type of specialty episode that we do. We're going to do full reviews of these beers at a later time. So you know, but you know, here it's going to be blind taste test day and a little bit of a battle. So
let's get into it.
Yeah, so, let's dive right in.
Left or right?
I don't know. I guess let's start on the right.
Okay.
That just feels better to me. Feels better to me.
Right feels right?
Yeah, it feels right. So looking at it, I mean, I'm trying to look at it in comparison to the one on the left, and there's no difference visually that I can tell between these two beers. On the nose,
bourbon. You get some chocolate, but it's bourbon.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty traditional. I wouldn't say anything that's calling out to either side of the fence here for me, but
no, we have had a lot of variants of these over the years. We're familiar with these beers, but at the same time, we are amateurs.
We are. We are. Yeah. I don't know. Let's give it a shot.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, buddy.
Oh, it's so good.
It's really good. It's that, you know, it's that traditional bourbon barrel aged beer. It's soft. It's not. You don't get that like super hard punch of bourbon on the front. It's very soft, but it's there 100%. But it's soft on the back. I'm getting those traditional bourbon barrel aged beer notes. I mean, it's a solid beer. It's really good. It's what I expect from, you know, a standard base beer like this.
It's so smooth. It's such a smooth. You for having that bourbon taste, it's not punching in the mouth. It's not sharp. It's just a very smooth. A little chocolate in there, but it's.
I get the oaky, you know, smoky flavor on the back end that I expect from these beers.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing, you know, that's really pushing the envelope, but I get everything I expect on the back end of this beer. All right. Well, diving in on number 2 here, again, like I said, color, I'm not getting really any kind of a difference.
Only slight difference I see, and it is slight, is what's left of the head is a little more tan caramel, actually. A little more tan caramel than we just had. Number 2 is a little bit more, but...
So this one, on the nose, I'm getting a little bit more sweetness on the front than what I was getting on the other beer. It just smells a little bit sweeter. I think that might be just a few more of the chocolate notes coming through on this one than I was getting on the other beer.
The other one has stronger smell. It was much stronger on the nose compared to this. Both smell fantastic. Both smell what you expect out of a barrel-aged bourbon stout. But
I don't know. I have no clue.
No.
Let's try this.
Cheers. The taste is probably stronger with the first one. This one, very smooth. It smells really good, but the taste just isn't as upfront as probably the first one that we had.
I get more bourbon on the front, but I also get, and there's just a little bit more bite. I think the carbonation on this one is a little bit, I mean, it's light carbonation on both. I think the carbonation on this one's a little bit heavier, which adds to, I think, just some of that viscosity to the beer, and it adds just a little bit of a different, just a little bit different mouthfeel on the beer. Yeah, and I think a little bit more bourbon too on the back end. It's not as soft as the first beer, and then I'm getting a little bit more vanilla and oaky kind of bourbon, a bourbon aftertaste on this one that I wasn't getting on the first one we tried.
I was really confident going into this that I'd be able to tell the difference. I thought, like, this would be easy, and I am completely stumped.
I can honestly say I don't know. I can't remember a time where I would have tried these beers back to back. Maybe in the past.
Had them on the
it's
same,
possible.
I know I've had these on the same day, but not where I'm not right away, not within the same 30 seconds of each other. But I really thought I'd be able to tell the difference, though. But there's nothing that's distinguishing, nothing that's jumping out at me to tell me which one's which.
All right, so I guess let's place our bets here. Start with the one on the right. Which one do you think it is?
I think the right is Goose Island.
Okay. I'm opposite of you.
Okay.
I think the one on the right is Lakefront.
Okay.
I think the reason that I think that is I feel like the second one brings just more of that bourbon character and a little bit more of that vanilla and bourbon back end to the beer that my guess is that the second one is BCS. And the cat has joined us as well. So as you can tell from the noises in the room, this is going swell so far, but we're going to keep rolling through this one.
We're not doing a second take here.
Yeah, we're not doing a second take.
So I don't have a strong reason for saying one over the other. I think from what I'm trying to remember from I had these in the past, and I feel this one, just with the bit of a smoother taste to it, the stronger smell, that to me, I think, from my remembering, I think is the BCS.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
all right. Well, I guess let's get a little look. We were left notes underneath as to which one is which, so I guess we're going to see who's right. So flipping this over, the first one was Lakefront.
Josh was right.
Yep. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, that's right.
You were right.
Yeah. So, Lakefront, the first one that we tried. Again, I guess I'm not surprised. Again, tasting the BCS and what I know of Bourbon County Stout in the past, I guess I expected that additional vanilla and just that viscosity to that beer. The Black Friday from Lakefront is still fantastic, but I think that's just what I felt. That's what I felt in my gut. They're not that different.
No, not at all. I mean,
it was a 50-50 shot, quite honestly, but that was where my gut was telling me.
Huh. Look at that.
Well, there you go.
No, both great. I mean, putting these on a scale 1 to 5, for me, it's hard. I'd probably put both at 4 or 7. 4.75. I think they're both. It's hard for me to say which one's better than the other. If I had to pick one that I thought was better, I'm going off what I had my initial thought. Yeah. I thought the one on the right was better, which I thought was BCS. So I'm very surprised to see that Lakefront, in my opinion, was slightly better than the BCS.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I think just standard base beers, I would put these around a 4.5, both of them. I love both of these. I look forward to these releases every year, and I would put them right around a 4.5. So I don't think either one wins. I do think the Bucks win, but as far as beer, which is what we're all here for, I think it's a tie. I can't even say I prefer one over the other. I think they're both fantastic beers.
To say one is better than the other, they're both great.
Yeah.
I mean, to say there's nothing wrong with the BCS. It's a great beer. Like I said, I have them ranked at the exact same. I'm just going to give a slight edge just to the Lakefront. I just feel it has a little more taste notes this year. I feel that smell is just fantastic, and that's a big part of these beers, that smell and everything. So
awesome. Well, that's all we had for this video. We wanted to kind of share something a little bit different, this blind taste test mode. Again, like I said, we're going to try to do a few more episodes like this as we continue down this path. I think it's kind of fun not knowing what we're trying. New since our last video, check us out on Untapped MKE Beer Review. We'll be posting our reviews of these beers as well as the Good City stuff that we have reviewed in the past, the last few episodes, and then as we continue to drive some additional content and some reviews for you, we'll be adding all that stuff there as well. Also, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, obviously YouTube. You found us here. Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, if there's content that you'd like to see, or if you have thoughts on these beers, let us know. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. So,
any other battles you'd like to see down the road, absolutely let us know. We'd love to do more of these. And so thanks, everyone.
Awesome. Have a great new year. Happy 2021, everybody. We'll see you on the flip side. Take care.
I really am.